Hey Trail Travelers, it's Kerry with Trail Traveler, and we have got a super cool product here I want to show you. This is Apex Performance Products performance valves. So stay right there. We'll be right back. All right, these are Apex Performance Products rapid performance valves, and I'll show you what we have in here. So this is the 4-pack. I actually bought 5 because I rotate my spare. So this is what we have. So it looks like a very big or complicated valve stem, but it's really not that bad. It looks more complicated than it really is. So on the inside of your tire, this is going to replace your valve stem. So you're going to have these installed. And like if you go to a place like Discount Tire and you're a regular customer, they might charge you 10 bucks. They might do it for free depending on the particular store. But it has a mount on here for your TPMS sensors, and it has a very large diameter hole on here to let the air in and out. Now, when it comes to airing down your tire, what you're going to do is remove the valve cover, and it looks like a standard valve. Pretty simple. So airing up is just going to be putting your regular compressor fitting on here and airing up. But airing down is where this thing excels. And for that, you're going to pull up on it. And you can see there's holes all the way across, top, bottom, left, and right. Let me see if you can see that here in the video. So this is going to dump air very quickly. Now, I have seen these in operation, which is why I decided to buy myself a set, because these things are ridiculously fast. These should, if other people's experiences are going to be equal to what I'm going to get, I should be able to air down my 38-inch tires down to 15 PSI in about 10 seconds. So that should be crazy fast. So you're done airing down, you push it back on, put the valve cover back on, and you are set to rock. So like I said, these are going to need to be, now if you know how to install valve stems yourself and you have the tools, great, do it. I don't. I don't have a debeater, I don't have the means of putting it back on, so I'm taking it over to Discount Tire, and like I said, normally they're going to charge anywhere from $0 to $10 a tire. So I've budgeted about 50 bucks to have it done. If they charge me less, awesome. All right, so the big question is, how much do these cost, right? Well, the standard 4-pack, like you see here, so if you're not using your spare, you know, if you're not doing a 5-tire rotation and you get the 4-pack, this is going to run you $120. Now, I went and got the 5-pack because I do rotate my spare through it, so I needed all 5, and that's $150. So normally they're like 35 a piece, something like that, and you save money whether you buy 4, and you save some money if you buy 5. So that's the best value, is getting 5 of them. And like I said, if you're going to rotate your spare, you're going to need to do that. Now compare that to what I think is one of the top air down tools, which is the JT Brooks Auto Tire Deflator Pros. And those are nice because you can actually set what PSI you want them to stop at. And those are going to run about 100 bucks for a 4-pack. And they're going to take a good 5 minutes or so, 5 to 7 minutes to air down my tires. Because as the pressure starts getting low, it goes slower and slower and slower, and eventually they shut off. And then sometimes they stop where you want them to, sometimes they keep going. And I've had a tire go all the way to 6 PSI before I realized it wasn't stopping. And then I have to disassemble them and clean them, and then they'll start working good again. But they are slightly problematic, but these guys, these are gonna go fairly quickly. I can't wait to put these on. It's just going to be pull them, stop it, check the pressure, good to go. So really excited about trying these. There's some other cool products from Apex. There's a power steering booster kit that I'm very interested in. So we're going to see how these work out first, because this is something that while I haven't needed to be faster airing down, the problem is now that of the four of us that often go together, 2 people already have these, and 1 person has monster valves, which are even faster. So I am the slowpoke right now when it comes to airing down. So hopefully this will get us off the trailhead and onto the trail a lot quicker. So once I get these installed, then we'll do some tests and see how fast the tires are going to air down. Okay, well, I have the Apex valves installed. I took it to Discount Tire. They charged me $35 to do them all. Not a big deal. And they work extremely well. Far better than I could possibly have imagined. So there was a little problem with one. They actually broke one while they were installing the TPMS sensor, but they took care of it. They ordered another one. Fortunately, that one was on the spare. We got that resolved, and now I have them on all 5 tires. Now, the way I do it is I actually put a tire pressure gauge on this while I'm doing it, and I can watch the pressure drop to exactly where I want it. So we're going to go ahead and set that up, do one of these, so you can see exactly how they work. So it does have a captured valve cover here. So we just take this off. Now, you definitely want to put this back on because it's what holds the tab back. So if that actually accidentally comes loose, you could have a small problem there. So now I've got it on here. We can see the tire pressure is at 32, and just watch this. Down to 12 PSI in just a few seconds. I pull that off. I get that tab around there, put the valve cover back on. And we're good to go. So if you're tired of being the last one to finish airing down, or you just want a faster way of doing it, you want to get to a trailhead, get aired down, and get ready to go as quickly as possible, there is faster ways. Sure, you can pull the valve stem out. You can have your wheels drilled and put in monster valves. But this is going to be one of the easiest and fastest ways of doing it. It is going to be as fast as pulling the valve stem out, as far as I can tell. The monster valves are just a little bigger, but they're very similar in how they work. But you can see I can go from 32 down to 12 in just a few seconds. And with 2 of us walking around, unscrewing, popping the air, putting the valve covers back on, we are done in about a minute. It is super, super fast. Now compare that to what we used to use, which was the JT Brooks Auto Tire Deflator Pros. Those would take about 7 or 8 minutes per tire. So you get them all set up and you're waiting around for a while for those to finish. These are seconds. So when seconds count, the Apex performance valves are going to be the way to go. These things are incredible. Now for about 175 bucks, it's not cheap, but the time that you're going to save is immense. So check them out at apexdesigns.com. Let them know that you heard about it here on Trail Traveler, and have fun airing down now. Take care out there. Be safe. We'll see you on the trails.